So, Angie, what are your reflections on the Congress this year?
I think it's been amazing. I'm so excited that there's 580 people. That is so much more than last year. It can only mean that we're spreading the word, the gospel of enhanced recovery. There are so many nurses here representing, which is amazing.
Yeah, tell us about the nurses and allied health sector.
So we did the breakout session on Wednesday night, I think it was, and there were over 80 people. It was standing room only, so we need to get a bigger venue, and I think we've discussed ways moving forward. We want to have a lot more time for chatting, dialogue, so we might actually ask for a half-day session next time, which would be amazing. Only problem, allied healthcare professionals, there weren't as many as I'd like, so I think that's a plea for yourself and for me to take back to the teams, is to get some more OTs, PTs.
We've just had a fantastic lecture from Franco Carli. You know, from a physiotherapist perspective, I need more of my colleagues here.
Absolutely.
And also we need the occupational therapists, the dietitians and all the allied health. Just in the last session you gave a very interesting lecture sort of outlining the application of e-health platforms and apps. Can you tell us more about what role they could play in the future of ERAS?
Sure. I mean, I was originally asked to talk about discharge follow-up with using apps and so on, but I've found that a lot more people are using it to gather data post-discharge, to gather feedback from patients, also the follow-up aspect. But I think it's really exciting. I just spoke to someone from Australia and New Zealand who said that they use it routinely because obviously they've got their population are spread out. That's their normal, and the patients expect that. I think that, you know, I was talking about the digital divide where a lot of our communities don't know that there is such a thing as telehealth, and our nurses and healthcare professionals are still under the impression that if you're over a certain age you don't understand technology. But my granddad's 92 years old and has a smartphone, so we have to change. You know, we as ERAS are going around the world talking about change and sort of thinking about our day-to-day traditional care. That's one of them, is to be able to take technology and use it to our advantage.
Yeah. So if you were to sort of think about the whole Congress as a whole, what things are you going to do over the next year as we look forward to planning the next Congress in Liverpool in 2019?
So I'm meeting with some of our colleagues next week to talk about the introduction of an app for our patients, which is really exciting. That's based purely on the information I've gathered for this talk. The Nursing Forum, we again talked about how we share good practice and how we also support each other, because there's quite a lot of barriers that are the same across the world. So I'm hoping to chat with yourself and Bill about putting a platform or a forum or a chat room on the website, just to see if we can get nurses and AHPs to communicate more. Setting up for next year, we have to keep it real. We have to make sure that we are keeping up to date with the current literature, with what's actually happening, because again we've seen examples of good quality ERAS centres, but we also recognise through the talks that there are still some struggles, some challenges that we have to face, and so we have to meet them head on, and using data to benchmark against other units and hospitals is the best way forward to demonstrate improvement, which is what we're all here for.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Angie.